Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a good, beginning of the week. It is currently Saturday while I'm doing this voiceover, so it is very cold and rainy and wet here, and I love the weather, but I hate the circumstances. But I love fall. I love everything about fall, so enjoying being cozied up in the house. So this is a mess. Obviously, it's a mess. This is a cleaning channel, so what else would it be? I worked all week, and my plan was to come home on Thursday after work and just enjoy being off and relaxing. And then I was going to clean Friday because I was off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I sat down in the living room. My husband had to go somewhere. I think he went to take my son's friend home or something like that. But whatever the reason was, he wasn't in the house. So I sat down. I was going to watch Zombie House Flippers. Well, the up here was messy, and I kept obviously having to look at it to look at the TV. And then the coffee table was messy, and I was like looking at that, and I was like, I can't sit here and relax with this mess. I wish I could just tune it out like apparently the rest of the house does, but it wasn't happening for me, y'all. So I got up and I was like, all right, you know what? I'll clean for about however long it takes my food to heat up and get it ready, and then I'm gonna sit down and enjoy. So that's what I did, and I got an early start on it, and it was really nice. It didn't take me that long, and overall that's been my biggest goal for my house, is that when it does come time to clean it up, it really doesn't take too long. So I mean, I know there's a lot of unnecessary messes that could be avoided in the beginning by cleaning as I go, but at this point, y'all, I'm not a clean as you go person. I wish I could, and I try to be that way with some things. And I am still working on it. I haven't given up with it, but I'm not going to lie and say, well, tomorrow I'm going to start cleaning as I go with everything, because that's just not going to happen. So this right here is my donation pile, and I purposely put it over here because it'll drive me nuts. Not quickly, but it does eventually wear me out after about a week, and I will take it outside. And this is a multi-step process, y'all. So then I take it outside on the porch, and it sits there until it drives me nuts, because it's literally in my face when I come home from work and I see it, and I'm like, I've got to get this off my porch. So, it takes about 2 weeks for the donations to actually leave my house, and then probably another week for them to get out of my car. But you know what? It makes its way out, and it's the best system for me anyway. It's better than sitting in my house junking stuff up, right? I was gonna mop, but I'm glad I didn't because of the rain and stuff. And then my husband was doing some work outside, and he spilled me some shelves today. So it would have just made a bigger mess. I know some people are like, well, that's good you got them clean, so, they're not as dirty. My mind doesn't work that way. I'm like, what's the point in cleaning when they're going to get just dirty again? So here's what I decided to do. I was going to light myself a candle while I watched the video, or watch the zombie house flippers, and relaxed. But you know what, you guys? I didn't mean to do this, but if y'all know me, I'm not good at pretending. And this is a realistic look at how I'm relaxing. Look, there's the pantry doors open, and it's a mess in there, and there's stuff everywhere and the lights on, but I was still able to enjoy it because I had that room clean. I had my vision of sight, that makes absolutely no sense. My line of vision was line of sight or whatever was clear. So, and I was good with that. And I'm glad that I can get to that point, because it used to be, it would just drive me nuts, and I'd go in there and start cleaning the kitchen, and I would be angry because I wanted to enjoy my show and I couldn't. But I did. I cleaned the living room. That was good enough. And this is the next day. So I got the kitchen clean. I didn't deep clean it, and again, I didn't mop. I did sweep, but I don't think you see it on camera. So this is a week's worth of clutter. There's a package. I believe it was an accidental subscribe and save from Lowe's. Then there's my work smocks and my sweaters, and I don't know why I've gotten so bad recently about piling stuff up on here. It seems like, and let me know if this happens at your house. So I can keep a surface either completely empty, or it's going to be 100% cluttered. And that's how this surface is. I usually only have my tart burner on here, and that's it. But if there's anything else that gets up on that counter that doesn't belong there, and I don't immediately find a spot for it, it's like it's a magnet for the rest of the clutter, and then the whole thing's full. So I guess that kind of sums up my personality too. I'm just all or nothing, y'all. So, if you remember, I was on the hunt for Dawn's degreaser a couple weeks back, and I had to order it from Lowe's website. And I guess I had to set up a subscribe and save to get it. Well, I wasn't happy with the degreaser, and I guess I forgot to cancel it, so now I have two of them. And I wish that I could, well, I'm going to be honest, I say I wish, but I didn't really give it a good shot, and I actually didn't use it anywhere that I was supposed to use it. I did try to get this like stain off the bottom of my old frying pot, but I think that might be a lost cause. So anyway, now I've got these two bottles and I don't know what to do with them. So I guess maybe that's going to sound like a video, find out what I can use all the degreaser for. Y'all got any ideas what I can use this degreaser for? I mean, I know the basic stuff, like grease and stuff. I tried it in my bathroom. It didn't really work well in there, but I guess I didn't try my oven yet, so that's a good thing. But my oven's got a self-cleaning thing on it, so anyway, y'all are hearing how I talk to myself. So my island is a catch-all as well. I try to keep it clear, but stuff happens. Again, I'm not a clean as you go person. I don't know how to change that part of my personality. I know it's, just repetition works, Dave, but I don't know. I forget to repeat. Okay, so funny thing here, that was my son's friend. She came in and gave me a hug in the middle just because my son was being silly, but she's an absolute doll, but that's what was going on there. They were being goofy. It's funny, my second son, Mason, he's 15. He is like the male version of me, and sometimes it's funny and sweet, and sometimes it's annoying as can be, and it's like arguing with myself, and I realize, Erica, you've got to quit. You're not going to win this one. I'm using Mrs. Meyer's honeysuckle. Y'all, I don't like Mrs. Meyer's anymore. I think I can officially say that. I loved it when it first came out, but now I seriously feel like I'm smelling a funeral home. It is so flowery and overwhelming. I don't know what's changed with my sense of smell, but I do not care for it at all anymore. So once I use it up, I really think that's going to be it. Even the acorn spice was way too scented for me. So here I'm just, obviously I'm cleaning up my oven, stovetop. That's the stovetop, right? And the oven's the actual part you put your food into. So my oven is not long for this world. The digital numbers and stuff, the display, it's already been out since we moved here. Like half the numbers don't show, and now it's like down to 1. I am using a Scour Daddy, and some Dawn spray. That's actually Mrs. Meyer's in the spray bottle, so it's not actually Dawn. But I got the sponge a little wet and then went over it and then sprayed it and then just wiped it down. And then I go over it with my little scraper. All right, so I have a Halloween confession. Speaking of spooky stuff, looking at my dirty dishes. I know Hocus Pocus 2 just came out, and everybody is so excited and so thrilled. But you know what? I know you're probably going to be surprised. As much as I love Halloween, I don't care for Hocus Pocus. It's not that I didn't like it. It's not a movie that I watch every Halloween. I like the ghost shows. Like, I like Ghost Adventures. I like Ghost Hunters. Ghost Adventures is okay. It's a little cheesy, and it does get a bit silly watching grown men like yell at the air, but I do enjoy it. But when it comes to that, like, I just am not a fan. And honestly, I am still a little peeved at what Bette Midler said about West Virginia. So I've never been one of those people to just kind of protest stuff like that. And I'm not necessarily protesting it. Like, I probably will eventually watch it just because it's a Halloween movie. But I don't know. Who all's excited about it? Who all's not? I know a lot of my friends are having watching parties and all that. And I'm just, like I said, I just never got that thrilled about it. Same with Nightmare Before Christmas. Everybody thinks I love it. Now, I love the animation. And my daughter and I were just talking about this the other day. If y'all couldn't hear all that noise in the background, that was my son making noise with his toys. We've been having some issues with interrupting and talking over and just getting loud when somebody's talking. It's been an issue, so I apologize for that, but I had to take care of that. So anyway, I was talking about Nightmare Before Christmas. My daughter and I were talking about it, and I do love Tim Burton, and I love the animation, and I love all the music and stuff, but I honestly don't care for Jack Skellington. Out of everyone in the movie, I think he's really mean to Sally, and if we're going to get all philosophical, y'all, I think it just says a lot that she has to literally tear herself apart to get Jack to, see what he's doing. And she's still there for him while she's losing her limbs, trying to escape from that weird Dr. Frankenstein-looking guy. But anyway, I said all that. These are the things that go through my mind when I'm just staring off into space, y'all. So if you know me in real life and you see me staring off into space, I'm not thinking about anything important. I'm thinking about the marital issues between Jack and Sally. So anyway, to say this, I don't think that those two are some little epic love story that I want to be compared to. I do watch the movie every year though, and I think that, like, again, the little claymation, I think it's claymation, whatever they do is just absolutely adorable. I think they did the same thing in The Fantastic Mr. Fox, I believe. Roald Dahl, he's one of my favorite childhood authors. He wrote Matilda and James and the Giant Peach and Willy Wonka. So anyway, now that I went on my Halloween rant to say I have not watched Hocus Pocus 2 yet. I will eventually. I know I will. I'm just not that excited about it. I started my October 1st off with Ghost Hunters. There was a new episode there. So yeah. Oh, funny story, and I know I'll share it with you guys on my video of the highlights from our trip. My husband and I went and visited a Confederate cemetery that they had in Lewisburg. Just because it's historic, y'all, we're not doing any of that stuff up here, so I'm just saying. But there was a Confederate cemetery, and there's supposedly a Confederate soldier that haunts it. So we went up there after we ate dinner one of the nights we were there and started walking around, and he and I were both like, nope. So we've decided that, ghost hunting will not be in our near future. The funny thing is, neither of us believe in ghosts. It's just something silly and fun we like to do. I like to compare it to riding a roller coaster. You feel like you're in danger, you feel like you're doing something, but you're really not. 9 times out of 10, you're fine. So, it's... Anyway, I know there are a lot of people, though, that disagree with Halloween, and I do understand where you're coming from. And if you guys haven't been here a while, I would like to say my love for Halloween is nothing mischievous or anything bad. When I was growing up, it was just a holiday that my mom always made really special for us, and I've just always enjoyed it. She, would make it a point to just do something really spectacular and fun. And like I said before, my grandparents raised me, so it was just a big fun holiday when, that we spent with my mom. I think this is where I get caught up on cleaning is, I never finish it all the way. Like, there's always that final step of drying the dishes and putting them up and wiping the sink down and just cleaning those little edges out. So I made it a point to, dry the sink around it and get all the stuff up. And, my kitchen, again, it wasn't deep clean, but it was at least a little bit cleaner because I think, I go to a certain point and then I stop, and it makes it easier for it to get messy again. So here is one of those things where I'm kind of proud of the decision I made. I had talked earlier in a video about buying a table for my puzzles. I love to do puzzles. And I have just recently bought 2 by my favorite artist, Charles Wyoski. I don't know. He does these really neat, almost primitive looking puzzles, and he's got different scenes and stuff in it. So I found 2 of them at Walmart, and I really wanted to do them. So I was thinking about buying a table for it, and then I realized I just put this table back together. I took the leaf out of it. I'm like, why don't I just put the leaf in here? I'll have just as much space with it. It'll be fine. I was like, it's a waste of money, and then I'm going to have to store the table and the leaf when I'm done. So I was like, no, I'm just going to do it this way, and it works out just fine. And honestly, if I have it on a card table, while it's not taking up dining room space, it'll be taking up other space, and I'm not going to be as likely to finish it if it's not taking up all that room. Not that I like to rush my puzzles, But, you know, there is a time limit on hobbies, I think, especially when they're taking up a large amount of area if you're not doing them every day. And a puzzle is something I do once I have it out. I'll work on it for, you know, probably about 30, 40 minutes a day. And I know this might sound a little strange, and I have heard this analogy before, so it's not like I came up with it. But when I do puzzles, I actually think a lot about God and, you know, spirituality, and it just makes me kind of think about things from a different perspective. You know, like our lives are a puzzle, and He's the one putting them together, you know, the pieces. And while you're constantly searching for a matching piece, and you're, you know, I think about couples and stuff like that, and how you're not lately, but at one point, you know, when you're dating, you're always trying to find your other half, or the one that completes you, and you go through all these pieces that you think are going to fit, and then in the end, it's the puzzle piece that you least expected to go together. But then once you see it, you're like, oh my gosh, there's no other way that any other piece could have fit. So those are the type of things that I think about when I, you know, work on a puzzle. And then sometimes I think about, you know, ridiculous fictional romance characters and the problems in their relationship. So, but anyway, here I am just taking up some recycling stuff to put on the porch. And that's what's going over here. My little area, the homeschool area, has not been too bad, but it is a little cluttered, so I'm going to tidy it up. It's been working out okay. Again, I don't like having everything out here, but it's fine. At least it'll be organized, because if I see it, I'm going to want it to look a little bit better. But, you know, you guys know my standards aren't that high. I like to think they are, but then when it comes down to it, you know, it's between me getting up out of my comfy bed. All right, y'all, this is my Sam's and Kroger haul. It wasn't very big because I didn't need too much, but I mainly went to Sam's because I needed kitty litter and dog food, and they have the absolute best price. So I'm going to kind of do this together. So Sam's was $150.
Hello.
But 50 of it was not essential.
Hello.
Okay, Jojo. All right, so we'll start with Sam's. The apple straws, these are my favorite. These weren't on my list. They were $7.68. This wasn't on my list, but I love onions, and I thought I'd give this a try. It was $3. It was on sale. Lemon juice for Mason, it was $6.98.
Batteries.
The batteries weren't on my list either, but we were running out, and these are AAA because they go for our Roku remotes. Here, wait, no, Joe showed the black beans. These were $22. Joe, the black beans. The black beans were $6. We use a ton of those. That's the Kroger haul, baby. We're not doing that one just yet, okay?
What? Marshmallows.
Hold on. I got this 9 West sweater for $10. Super cute. I love 9 West. I know it's kind of starting to lose its popularity, but I'll always love it. Same with Liz Claiborne. Look at y'all, these. I don't know if they're leggings. They're called Heidi pull-ons, but these were on sale for $14, and they were 9 West, and I love them, and I have to wear jeans to work, so these are super cute. So those were $15. Kitty litter, $11. It's the Tidy Cats, I think. We like this brand. I know we like Tidy Cats. We usually get the one with Febreze, but just trying to watch what I spent. Purina 1. This is this was $52, and it's like 40 some pounds. And this is the natural. So this is what Harry and Trixie eat. Lulu is on an all wheat or no wheat diet or whatnot. She eats the Science one, and I ordered that one from Amazon. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my Kroger haul. So with coupons and discounts, it was $61. Joe wants to show you the marshmallows, because we're going to have s'mores tonight. Honey wheat bread. The bread was $1.78, I think. Milk was $3. Chocolate. You guys, I guess everybody's doing s'mores this weekend because they were sold out. Grapes were 99 cents a pound. We love the green grapes. So I get a discount on Kroger brand and Private Selection. So I got 10% off. Plus this was like $4.79. So this ended up being close to $4 a pound, so that was okay. I mean, it was better than no bacon.
Two crackers for s'mores.
The s'mores for crackers. My yogurts, they were two for $1, and then I had 10 cents off. I found my honey creamy. I don't like the. Hold on, baby. I got the creamy peanut butter, the honey one. They didn't have crunchy, but it was honey, so it's great. Blueberry waffles for Jeremy.
Yep.
They didn't have my bow ties that we normally use for my cracked chicken, but that's okay. Our cream cheese for cracked chicken, grape jelly. There should be a peanut butter oh, I just showed you all the peanut butter.
Yeah.
And then, oh, y'all know I gotta have my lime chips.
And I get to paint this.
And Joe gets to paint that. Okay, and then this chicken breast, y'all. Joe, don't touch that, baby. Don't touch it. Was $2.49 a pound, so I got this. We tried chicken thighs last week, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm not a chicken fan, but I am definitely not a chicken thigh fan. I did not like the fat on it. I did not like the skin or whatnot. I didn't like the taste of it. My family didn't really care for it either, so we are just gonna stick to the chicken breast. All right, you guys, so that was my Sam's and Kroger haul. No, I showed him the yogurt, but Joe wants to show you the yogurts again.
Yeah.
All right, there you go, y'all.
Well, hey, y'all. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, and thank you for making it all the way through. I did my food haul last, so of course I didn't have an outro, so I thought I'd take this time to do it. I'm trying to do one once a week in one of my videos. So it is currently Saturday. The lighting's a little terrible on that, y'all. So one of my eyebrows, when I go back, it always looks like I'm thinking, and I don't do it on purpose. It's kind of funny. So yeah, I got my nails done again. I got green. JoJo picked those out, and I got a different shape. I love getting my nails done, my eyebrows waxed. It makes me feel like so I could go out like this today, and this is my new outfit. You can't really see it, but the one from the video. It makes me feel put together no matter what little I do. So it's currently Saturday that I'm filming this, but y'all are seeing this after Monday. So far it's been a really good weekend, very productive. My husband's out there right now building me some shelves for the laundry room, for the closet. I know one of y'all mentioned it in the comments about putting a little shelving system in there, and my husband had pulled some shelves out of the garage that he had that his great uncle had made like years ago. He cleaned them up and stuff, put them in there. They worked out great, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I want 2 sets of those. I was like, it looks like it's simple enough to build. And so we got this stuff from Lowe's today, and he put them together, so I'll have them in Thursday's video for y'all. But they're just real simple shelves. The lumber was a little expensive, but you know, after I thought about it, like it cost about $50 for each shelf. But I was looking on Amazon, and for those plastic cork board, you know, real cheap, almost like particle board shelving, you're looking at $45-50 too for those. And while they may look nice, I know they're not gonna last long. And this is real, you know, it's solid wood. So I told him, I was like, I think that's better than wasting the money on something we know is gonna break. So, because that's what happened in the closet. He just had too much stuff on the wire shelves where he hangs all his jeans and all his shirts and stuff. So anyway, these shelves are perfect, and they're universal. So he made me 2. He made himself another one. So that'll be 4 that we'll have in our closet. I'm going to show y'all all this in Thursday's video. But then Mason wanted a nightstand for his bedroom. So Jeremy made him one for there. And he's, of course, going to probably want to stain it black. But anyway, I thought it was really neat. So yeah. Oh, and I noticed in the video, I did not mention the hot chocolate that I got at Sam's Club. I get the individual packets for my kids, because if I buy the big, huge one where you scoop it out, y'all got kids, you know what's going to happen. They're going to scoop it up and eat it. So I did forget to mention that. And I think it was like $9. The price had gone up. So, yeah. I think that's really just about it, all that I was going to mention. So, well, I hope wherever y'all are at, you are having a blessed one. I hope that my talk about Halloween did not offend anyone. I know that there really are a lot of mixed feelings on it. I know my grandmother is not tickled with my love for Halloween. We've had, you know, some polite words over it over the years, but you know, to each his own, right? But I really do hope I didn't offend anyone. And if it, you know, if it bothers anybody, just let me know, and I can keep it to a minimum. I do love it though. It is one of my favorites. I do have to go. I know this is off topic. I gotta find a Christmas tree this year, y'all. My Christmas tree has been out in my shed this year, and I just don't think I don't think it survived the year. I flocked it last year on my own. It turned out really well, but I've had this Christmas tree now for going on, Mason's 15. So I've had it for 15 years, 16 years. and it was a really nice one from Hobby Lobby. It started out with the pine cones on it and the lights. Now it doesn't have any of that stuff, y'all. I had to pull all the lights off. The pine cones have not made it. I don't know. We'll see though. I've said for the last 3 years I was going to get a new Christmas tree and I never did. So we'll see about that. But do y'all have any recommendations for where to buy a really nice Christmas tree? But I'm looking at, I want to spend about $100. Because I saw some at Lowe's that were gorgeous, but they were like $300-400. And it's not that I'm not, no, I don't want to spend that much on a Christmas tree. If y'all do, if that's your priority when it comes, I think that's fine. I think that's wonderful. I don't, because I know that I will not take care of my tree. Because literally I throw mine in a garbage bag, like the big black ones, and throw it out in my shed. And I don't see myself doing anything much different with this one. So I think I'm gonna look at Walmart. I know I'm gonna look at Amazon. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I might look at Big Lots too. I need to check there. But anyway, so I hope wherever y'all are at, you are having a blessed one. And thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.